There's going to be a revolution. This is time to wake up. The immortal words of the Cockney prophet, Russell Brand. And whatever you might think of Russell Brand and his debate with Jeremy Paxman, one thing he can't be berated for is his call to action, his anger against apathy. This is a theme which similarly runs through the Bible. James 2, verse 15 to 17 says, "Suppose you see a brother or sister who has no food or clothing, and you say to them, 'Goodbye and God bless, stay warm and eat well,' but you don't actually give them any food or any clothing. What is the point in that? Faith on its own is not enough. Unless it produces action, it is useless and dead. God requires action. Prayer is great, advocacy great, but if everyone is either tucked up in bed at night, praying over the hungry, or wandering the streets shouting about the 1 in 8 who don't have enough food to eat, who is actually left to go and feed the hungry?" We've all prayed the Lord's Prayer many times before. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as in heaven. But have you ever considered how utterly transforming these words are, how much they demand from us? This is our battle cry, our call to revolution. God wants us to play a part in bringing his kingdom to the earth, anticipating a time when there will be no more sorrow and no more mourning, no trafficking, no corruption, and no hunger. And these can't be eradicated without action on our part. And God equips us for this action. He gives us all unique skills and talents to fight against injustice. And there are two things to say about these talents. Number one, God has hand-selected your talents, and none of them are useless. I know for a fact that God hasn't given me the singing voice to do a Bono and belt out a musical plea to feed the world. And I definitely know that he hasn't given me the courage to be jumping out of a plane in raising awareness for poverty. What he's given me is a big mouth to be shouting about all the things that the government wants us to keep silent. And he's given you a specific talent too. We have a responsibility to identify our strengths, grow in them, and then pray to ask God how he wants us to use them to help save the oppressed. If we each give away the talents that we were perfectly created with, we can cover all bases and create a generation of people, doctors, advocates, singers, dancers, bin men, anything, to rise up and tackle every element of injustice. So in 6th week, Just Love will be holding an open mic night, 8 p.m. at St. Cat's. And this is a chance for you to use these talents that you've got and give them away for the cause of justice. It's going to be held to raise money for those affected by the typhoon in the Philippines. And we want to see anything that you can do, anything that you consider a talent. There's essentially no real skill required. Any good chat, dancing, music, singing, anything you can do. So if you want to take part, either email me or just turn up on the night ready to perform. Or why not just come down with some friends and support it.